Yeah, we are at the Keep It True festival.
Yes, it's been fantastic. Wunderbar.
And
Absolutely.
here are girls who keep it true since,
It was absolutely...
It's a band now 30 years on stage, or did you get 30 years birthday every member? So
30th birthday?
Yeah.
It wasn't quite 30 years on stage, but we've been together on and off, over the years, and of course tonight was fantastic, absolutely wunderbar. The people, it was wunderbar, fantastic. Yeah.
So here on the Keep It True festival are real metalheads. Metalheads you can talk to everybody who knows maybe more about GIRLSCHOOL or any other British bands than you by yourself.
You know what? We were really scared. I mean, Eni weren't, whatever. But I was really scared about going on stage tonight because I thought, oh my gosh, we're not, heavy metal enough or not, whatever, But I was really, really the most nervous I've been in years. Yeah, tonight.
You know that everybody knows each note you play.
Yeah, exactly. I know that. I go, oh no! But it was absolutely good. Wunderbar. Yeah.
Wunderbar.
The audience were fantastic, and to see people singing along with the songs and really good. Yeah, we love it in Germany.
So, when
it's a home.
You look back on the 30 years of GIRLSCHOOL. What would you say are the best times of the band? Maybe the recent times or some special years in your career?
Go on, Ken. Why stop now?
I don't know.
Maybe the first record deal or something like this?
Well, it was. I think it was. I think obviously the main thing was because obviously Enid and I formed the band when we were kids in the street. So obviously long time ago, and then we progressed by getting a band again, blah blah all the rest of it. And then I think the first thing probably was for me, and it might be different for Enid, was the fact that we had our first single out.
Take it all the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That we did tonight, on City Road, because that was a time when it was punk era. Anybody could do anything, and our friend of ours formed his own record label. Said, "Do you want to do a single?" We did. John Peel played it. Lemmy heard it. Next thing we know, we're on tour with Bleeding Motorhead. And off it went.
So that was a really special time, and. For me as well, the first album. I love Demolition. It's one of my favourite albums. And it was just that. And around that time we were touring. We did 4 nights with Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath at Hammersmith. Black Sabbath at. And that was. They were the first dates.
She made it.
They were the first dates that Tony Iommi sang at after Ozzy left, and Sabbath were we loved Sabbath, Purple, and I'm talking about 1980. But Tony Iommi was a hero of ours. All right, they were the first dates that Dio sang at, and Tony Iommi was really special playing on this album because Sabbath, Purple and Zeppelin were the bands that we listened to when we started off, and we loved them. And now is a very special time having all these amazing people saying, we'd love to play on your album, and it's a real privilege. But that's very, when we first had those certain things, and that first gold album, the first album, first single, magic, absolute magic, and to be playing on stage with your heroes.
You can't
just
believe it, can you?
amazing.
It's something that your dreams, you can't believe they come true. Basically, dreams come true. Yeah.
Dreams can come true.
All right, thanks, Jack.
It's always amazing to meet you because are you ever in a bad mood?
Yeah.
No.
I'm in a bad mood a lot of the time.
Yay! Absolutely. Because the point is, there's no point in doing it if you're not, is there? Alcohol.
We're a happy family. We're a happy family. Be mum and daddy. She is joking.
Maybe I have
As you can see, about our new album.
I wanted to start with it, I try now.
Okay.
Okay, you have a new album out.
Yes, we do. We
We do. You do. And it's really great. It's a real fresh-sounding Girls' School album.
Thank you.
My first question is, how was it recorded? Was it recorded in a kind of live situation? Because it sounds so, organic.
It's kind of fresh.
It was.
It is, but it is kind of fresh.
Yeah.
It's a mixture, really, because he's like... He's got all the Marshall stacks and the 24-track desk, and it's a big studio with lots of space. But he's also got the computers and editing and all the modern stuff as well. So we like to try and go... Yeah, we like to have like a live feel and have that kind of energy and freshness.
Yeah.
But he can do all the tweaking and stuff, which is a lot faster and correcting things much quicker than you could 20, 30 years ago. So we got the best of both worlds. It's brilliant. We love working with him. We made the last few albums with him.
But the album sounds like you don't have any problems doing this on stage. This is what I mean. It sounds like live. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Yeah.
No, I think we love it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Kim, you'll be thrilled that it sounds live.
Yeah, it was, because I mean that's my main thing. I mean, I always wanted the band to play live as much as possible, as we used to do with Vic. You know, so we used to try and do that as much as possible. So I felt that that's how the energy would be there. You know, from actually a band playing live. I hate all this new technology. You know, all that. I hate it. I really don't. You know, I'm too old, aren't I now? I don't like it.
We still use that, and we did some of the way that bands record now. And it's it's just faster, but as long as it's got the spirit, that's the important thing.
And this is
It was only 2 months after Kelly Johnson died. So it was like we had all the emotions going into that. We had misery, anger, all the things you go through in mourning. There's all that emotion going into the album when we were doing it. So it was like 3 months afterwards, and we just put it all in. We put it all in that album, I think.
And you put her in the album.
We
too.
did.
With the shaker. I first thought, what a strange idea, but
I know.
the more I think about it, I think it's
Do you know
really
what?
cool.
Kelly would have absolutely loved it, because when she died, the reason is I was writing the song Other Side in the hospice with Kelly, and I was saying, I'm going to sing a verse, you sing a verse back. It's like, I'll greet you from the other side. And she wanted to sing on the album. That was the idea.
Okay.
And I said, I promise you, you will be on this album.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh no, how am I going to do it? When she died, it was like, how the hell are we going to get her on the album? And she left us ashes in her will. So we just suddenly, one day we thought, let's just shake her. And we thought, this is a bit sick, a bit macabre, a bit Alice Cooper.
Us little ashes in little urns.
Little urns.
And we were sitting there, and I must admit,
We just saw very macabre.
having a laugh, very macabre, and talking about it, going, oh, we could use them as maracas, whatever.
Maracas.
Maracas. And of course, I didn't think anything more of it. Yeah, I didn't think more of it. And of course, we got to the bloody recording studio, and they did. We brought her along. I couldn't believe it.
I actually brought. They didn't think I was going to do it, but I brought them along.
I brought mine. I didn't think it was that.
But I did actually check with the parents first, so it was it.
Oh yeah, we asked her. We did ask permission.
But we said we all agreed that if it was us, we'd say yes, and we'd like that, and we know she would too. So it's kind of
Kelly is in my in my flat in London. And she's sitting there.
She's here now.
And she's there. We've got her everywhere. She's everywhere. Yeah. She's in my flat. Yeah. We've got little.
So everybody has.
So she's on stage every single night.
Yeah, and I think that was brilliant, Kelly, because she left us. She didn't really have a lot of to leave, but she left us. That's it, little bits of me. Anyway, it was so funny. We literally, she's only on the first track, like when the drum bit goes. On a,
Everyone to go.
So, and we said to our guy, obviously Tim, who was a producer at the time, I said, what's the weirdest thing you've ever recorded? And he went, well, this is going to be the weirdest thing.
Okay,
can I answer the next question?
My next question is, how did you get Lemmy to play this brilliant triangle?
That was a text message. I sent him a text message about the album, and he sent me one back. He goes, Jax, what do you want? Do you want bass, vocals, harmonica, or triangle? And I sort of said, but triangle, genius, inspired.
He said all three.
And I said, triangle, inspired. It's genius. And he just
You
did.
do a triangle. Put a triangle on the end.
Okay, from the Triangle to the Black Sabbath crew, how did you get Dio and Tony Iommi involved in the project?
We played with them like loads of times over the years. Like originally in 1980, that was really special,
Yeah.
and then you played with them again many times, didn't you? With different lineups.
We went to Russia with Black Sabbath in the 80s with Tracy Lamb in the band, and I think we toured with Black Sabbath about 3 or 4 times, haven't we, over the years?
5 times.
Is it five times? Then?
Lineups.
But anyway,
All
that's
different
that.
lineups, yeah.
I'd written this piece of music, and I thought, oh, wow, this is really like Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
And I gave it to Kim and Enid, and they came up with a melody and some words. And when we recorded it, we got the whole thing together, and we thought, wow, that really does sound like Black Sabbath. And Enid says, well, why don't we get Dio to sing on it? So we thought, all right, contact Dio.
It's only after we
Dio liked it,
other people.
and he listened to our version, he just copied it, and he just put it on, and they thought, oh, let's put an extra 4 bars and then get Tony Iommi to put some lead guitar.
Can you imagine?
But he just plays the solos, I think, right?
He just put the solo on top of it, yeah. We actually put an extra 4, we copied an extra 4 bars just for him to play on. That's a compliment. That's a
And also, we've known Neil Murray over the years, and he's come to like people's parties and stuff like that. And of course, he played with Sabbath for a few years, and so everything's kind of interconnected. Like when you've been around this long, obviously these two particularly, but we've all like played with so many bands. We've played with just about everybody. I mean, we haven't played with Sabbath. We haven't played with Led Zeppelin. We haven't played with AC/DC.
That's happening.
No, we haven't. We haven't. But they've come and seen us play, and you know, we know AC/DC, and you know, so there's all these kind of connections that go on.
So after 30 years, you must.
Well, I was playing with Kim 33 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, well, we had a band for a few years beforehand, and then they, of course, have kept the band going in all the interim time. So it's been, you know, it's just been our lives forever.
Yeah. So you must have a big circle of friends in the music scene after all these years.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, not people you go out drinking with all the time, but I think we have some respect because we've been going for so long, and some albums that people like, and the people that we've played with, who are our heroes, that we have some respect from them is really something amazing.
And you deserve it.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. So before we make the same mistake like on the Bang Your Head Festival, I say now, thanks for this interview.
They now say they can like,
can't
do
do
their
this.
tongue. Can you do that? Can you do it? Look.
You can make a sound of a bird.
Can you? No.
No.
Is that a bird?
I can whistle.
No.
Very good.
And that.
I can't even answer that on camera.
This was, I think, the most professional interview we ever did.
I hope not. I would hope not. Can you take that back?
So sorry.